Betrayers to color the story. In Japanese shonen manga, especially the ones with battle scenes, there's almost always a betrayer character. These betrayers are amazing at shaking the hearts of the readers and giving the story plenty of excitement. Today, we'll be looking at the top 10 betrayers from popular Japanese manga. You might not know some of the characters, but stick around till the end. Warning: spoilers ahead. You have been warned. Number 10. KOKUSHIBO. KOKUSHIBO is a character from Demon Slayer. He's a human-eating demon created by Tanjiro's biggest enemy, the first demon, Muzan Kibutsuji. KOKUSHIBO is one of the top demons under Muzan Kibutsuji, holding the title upper rank 1. As a member of the 12 Kizuki, during the final battle, he firmly held his ground against Tanjiro and the Demon Slayer Corps, even against their best members, the Pillars. Surprisingly, it was made clear that KOKUSHIBO used to be a member of the Demon Slayer Corps as well. His name as a human was Michikatsu Sugikuni. He was also the twin brother of the creator of the first breathing style, the center of the organization. Michikatsu, as a child, was always jealous of his brother's natural talents, and that envy eventually evolved into hatred. In order to surpass his brother, Michikatsu turned into the demon, KOKUSHIBO, and cut himself off. Thanks to his past, KOKUSHIBO, while still being a demon, could use the core special power, total concentration breathing, and even created his own version called moon breathing by mixing in blood demon techniques. KOKUSHIBO's sword was also specially made. Because it was made using KOKUSHIBO's own body, he could recreate it even if it got broken. He was also able to see the transparent world, which is a feat only a few could manage. After getting the skills needed to fight demons on equal ground, he himself became a demon. Just how inferior did he feel toward his brother? And just how badly did he hate him? Number 9. SUGURU GETO. SUGURU GETO is a character from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's among only 4 people in Japan classified as a special grade Jujutsu sorcerer, which shows just how strong he is. He has immense power, but in the end, he betrays Jujutsu High and becomes a curse user. Geto was also known as Satoru Gojo's only best friend. Before his betrayal, Geto and Gojo exorcised cursed demons together as Jujutsu sorcerers. However, as he went on missions with Gojo, Geto ended up seeing the dirty side of normal humans countless times. Eventually, Geto began thinking the extreme, wanting for everyone but Jujutsu sorcerers to vanish, and betrayed his friends as a result. Geto's betrayal actually happened before the series began. In Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0, which is a prequel to the main story, Geto dies after being stopped by the protagonist, Yuta Okotsu, and Geto's best friend, Satoru Gojo. As a result, Geto was already dead by the time the main story starts, and the current Geto is actually Noritoshi Kamo, known to be the worst Jujutsu sorcerer in history, who possessed Geto's body. Geto's innate technique is cursed spirit manipulation. It allows him to fully control any cursed spirits he ingests. He also has a skill called Maximum Uzumaki, which also allows him to attack with hardened cursed spirits and high-density cursed energy. He began as a good guy, working to protect non-sorcerers. However, he changed, betrayed first by the non-sorcerers and their dirty greed. Number 8. Itachi Uchiha. Itachi Uchiha is a character from Naruto. He's also the older brother of a key character in the main series, Sasuke Uchiha. On top of betraying the Hidden Leaf Village, he slaughtered his own family, the entire Uchiha clan. In the story, this causes Sasuke to hate him immensely, and each of Sasuke's decisions are guided by this hatred. Sasuke's and Itachi's actions eventually lead to a massive incident that shook all of the shinobi world. Itachi is depicted as an evil villain until part way into the story. But it's eventually revealed that Itachi's cruel actions were for the Hidden Village and his brother Sasuke. Itachi took on the brand of a betrayer. Itachi's ability was the clan's unique dojutsu, Sharingan. It allows him to break apart any technique he sees and make them his own. The Sharingan is also capable of evolving if the conditions are met, turning into a strong illusion skill like Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu, which forms endless black flames. In the end, he passes away after battling his brother Sasuke, but even after death, he continues fighting for the Hidden Leaf Village and Sasuke. He's a more loyal shinobi than anyone else in the series, taking on the betrayer role for his brother and village. Itachi is a character that's too cool to just condemn as a villain. Number 7. BRUNO BUCCIARATI. Bruno Bucciarati is a character from JOJO'S Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind. Bucciarati is depicted as almost a protagonist and is a member of the gang Passione. Even though he's a gang member, he has both strength and kindness, giving him popularity from readers as the world's best bob cut. In the end, Bucciarati betrays his own Passione's boss. However, this betrayal is backed by Bucciarati's justice. The reason for the betrayal, that's because Passione's boss tried to get rid of his own daughter. Bucciarati was furious at his boss's wicked ideas, leading him to cut his ties with Passione. Bucciarati's stand is Sticky Fingers. It allows Bucciarati to put a zipper on anything he punches. It sounds like a joke, but this stand is incredibly useful as the zipper ability can be applied to anything from a quick escape to secret interactions. Bucciarati is willing to sacrifice anything for what he believes. His sense of justice is unrivaled. Number 6. Hawks. Hawks is a character from My Hero Academia. The protagonist, Izuku Midoriya, is aspiring to become a pro hero like him. Hawks is a hero with massive wings on his back and made his debut when he was 18. For the second Billboard chart the same year, he ranked in the top 10. Currently, he ranks second among hundreds of heroes, showing just how skilled he is. In the series, Hawks makes connections with the League of Villains and betrayed the heroes. However, this was a ruse. He was pretending to betray the heroes to infiltrate the League of Villains and become a double spy. Hawk's wings, not only does it allow him to fly, but he can control each feather at will and shoot them like bullets. Hawks has amazing transportation, attack, and analysis skills, which is why he was so good as a double spy. Number 5. Gin Ichimaru. Gin Ichimaru is a character from Bleach. He was the Shinigami captain of the 3rd Division of the Gotei 13. From his first appearance, he was incredibly unpredictable and already a suspicious character. In fact, along with the 5th Division captain, SOSUKE Aizen, he betrayed the Gotei 13. As Aizen's subordinate, they sided with the Hollows they were supposed to be defeating, becoming enemies with the Soul Society. However, all of this was to defeat Aizen for his childhood friend, Rangiku Matsumoto. Gin worked by Aizen's side to gather information, looking for his weaknesses to eventually assassinate him, though he managed a surprise attack once. Aizen had merged with the Hyogoku and became near immortal. It was impossible to beat him, and Gin's plan backfired. Gin's Zanpakuto is Shinso. He can shorten or lengthen his blade at will instantaneously. In the Bankai state, by changing the blade into dust, the moment he stretches it, he can leave a poisonous piece inside the opponent. Even with this powerful skill, Gin was no match for Aizen and lost his life during the battle. Watching his life flutter away for his childhood friend was heart-wrenching. Number 4. KAEDE KAYANO. KAEDE KAYANO is a character from Assassination Classroom. As a member of Kunigigaoka Junior High School, Year 3 Class E, her goal was to assassinate Koro-sensei. The name for their assassination target, Koro-sensei, was also made by KAEDE. She's close friends with the protagonist, Nagoya Shiota, and is the mood maker of the class. In the first half of the series, she didn't really stand out, with some scenes even making us think she wasn't cut out to be an assassin. However, it turns out she was the younger sister of Aguri Yukimura, a lady with a close bond with Koro-sensei. KAEDE thought that her sister was killed by Koro-sensei. She betrayed her classmates and attempted revenge on Koro-sensei alone. How she did it was by injecting a tentacle seed into her neck and gaining tentacles like Koro-sensei's that she could control. From the day she met Koro-sensei, KAEDE was hiding her tentacles and pretended to be a normal student to find an opening. The pain from the tentacles, as well as the amount of stamina they drain, are so immense that it would be impossible for a normal person to tolerate it. Even so, KAEDE managed to suppress the pain as she fought Koro-sensei head-to-head. KAEDE's secret skills were so strong, she would be told she was the closest to an assassin in Class E. However, she was no match for Koro-sensei's experience or skills, and the battle ended with her tentacles removed. In the end, the misunderstanding was cleared, and she was able to graduate with the rest of Class E. To be able to suppress unbearable pain and act like a plain student to avenge her sister, that's just how important her sister was to KAEDE in her life. Number 3. GENTHRU. GENTHRU is a character from Hunter x Hunter's Greed Island arc. Greed Island is a game created by the protagonist Gon Freaks and his father. GENTHRU was a player who collected massive amounts of spell cards with his friends to clear the game. However, just before they cleared the game, GENTHRU backstabbed his friends and stole all the cards. On top of that, it was revealed that GENTHRU's true identity was a feared player killer known as the Bomber. His skills and fighting experience were much higher than Gon's, and he stood in Gon and Killua's way. However, Biscuit catches her eye on the newbie hunters and their skills, and decides to train them. Gon and his friends devise a plan against GENTHRU, successfully defeating him. GENTHRU betrayed his friends for his own greed. Being able to witness GENTHRU being beaten by Gon and his friends felt refreshing. Number 2. Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke Uchiha is a character from Naruto. His first appearance showed him as a best friend and rival to the protagonist, Naruto. Sasuke became a shinobi to kill his brother, Itachi, who slaughtered the Uchiha clan. However, once he saw Naruto's immense growth speed and realized how far he was from his goal, he goes to the outcast Orochimaru for power and ends up betraying the Hidden Leaf village as well. In the end, after a life-or-death battle with Naruto, he comes back to his senses. Sasuke is a Sharingan user like his brother. His powers weren't initially anywhere near his brother's, but by the end of the series, he was able to use Rinnegan and Rinne Sharingan, becoming the strongest dojutsu user. Once a betrayer of his village and friends, Naruto fought to bring him back till the very end. Even the readers can feel just how valued their friendship was. Some might even be a bit jealous. Number 1. SOSUKE AIZEN. SOSUKE AIZEN is a character from BLEACH. He was the captain of the 5th division of the Gote 13, protecting the Soul Society. However, Aizen was a betrayer so important to the story that it's impossible to tell it without mentioning him. To obtain both the real world and the Soul Society, he betrayed the Gote 13 and stood in front of our protagonists. His story began with him being a thoughtful leader, respected by many of the Shinigami. However, in the shadows, he killed many Shinigami for his experiments. After faking his death to trick the Shinigami, he began working with the enemy, the Hollows, to gain control over the Soul Society. Aizen's Zanpakuto is Kyogai Suigetsu. Anyone who sees it being unleashed gets fully hypnotized. His fake death was also done by using this ability, and even the 4th Division Captain, Unohana, who's in charge of the medical team, thought Aizen was dead. The scariest part of Aizen isn't just his Kyogai Suigetsu, but also his Reiatsu and fighting skills. It was just barely enough for the protagonist, Ichigo Kurosaki, to beat him in exchange for his Shinigami powers. When you say betrayer, it's him. Any reader would agree, he is the definition of betrayer. That's all for the top 10 betrayer characters in Japanese shonen manga. Some backstab for their own personal gain, while others did it for something they truly value. Even betrayals have many shapes and sizes, and each one fully contributes to their story. Betrayer characters are just that important to tell a good story. There are many other great betrayer characters in other stories as well. If you have any recommendations, please comment down below. We'd love to know your favorites. Thanks for watching. We have more amazing videos coming up, so subscribe to stay tuned. We'll see you next time.